Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on the New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news. Now, guys, hold on to your hats because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the biggest rumors swirling around the NFC East in quite some time. Rumors are flying that the New York Giants are deep in negotiations for a blockbuster trade that could reshape their offensive line, and quite possibly their entire season. And no, I'm not talking about a minor move here. This could involve one of the most dominant offensive tackles in the league today, Trent Williams from the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, you heard that right. Trent Williams, the 37-year-old future Hall of Famer, might be heading to the Giants, and the buzz is that a deal is close. Sources close to the situation have leaked that the Giants are negotiating a trade that would send a first-round pick in the 2026 draft, along with some cap considerations to the 49ers. The Giants are reportedly trying to negotiate around their cap space, as they look to make this move without jeopardizing their financial flexibility. The goal here? Strengthening that offensive line to an elite level, and if this deal goes through, it could be a game changer. Imagine Trent Williams lining up on the blind side for the Giants. This guy is a beast, a 7-time Pro Bowler and an 11-time All-Pro, with a career PFF grade that's been consistently outstanding. His overall grade last season was a staggering 94.8, which is nearly unheard of for an offensive tackle. His pass blocking is elite, sitting at a 92.5 grade, and his run blocking is just as impressive at 93.2. When you think about the impact of this guy, it's not just about his individual brilliance, but how he would change the entire dynamic of the Giants' offensive line. The Giants right now are allowing a staggering 55 sacks this season, ranking 31st in the league. That's a huge issue, especially when you consider that quarterback Daniel Jones is under constant pressure, which limits the offense's potential and puts the entire team at risk. Bringing in Trent Williams could reduce sacks dramatically. Some projections suggest a drop of around 20 sacks, which could be the difference between a playoff appearance and an early offseason. Not only that, but his presence would open up lanes for Saquon Barkley and other runners, boosting the Giants' rushing attack, which has struggled at times this season. Williams' influence in pass protection could raise the Giants' pass block grade from a dismal 55 to a much more respectable 78. That's a significant upgrade, and it's exactly what this team needs to take the next step. Remember, this isn't just about one player. It's about changing the entire identity of the Giants' offense. A solid, reliable offensive line is the backbone of any Super Bowl contender, and Williams could be that anchor. Deep dive into the Giants' offensive line and their historical context. Let's take a moment to analyze the Giants' offensive line in more detail. Historically, the Giants have had periods of offensive line strength, especially during their Super Bowl winning seasons in 2007 and 2011. During those times, their offensive fronts were anchored by Hall of Famers like Justin Tuck, David Diehl, and others who brought toughness and resilience. Fast forward to recent years, and the offensive line has been a mixture of inconsistent performances and injuries. Over the past decade, the Giants have invested heavily in their offensive line, but injuries and lack of continuity have hampered their success. For example, in 2022, they allowed 55 sacks, which ranked 31st in the NFL. That's a glaring weakness, especially when you consider that Daniel Jones was sacked 45 times in 2022, and even more so in 2023, with reports indicating around 55 sacks allowed. This has significantly limited the offense's explosiveness and their ability to sustain drives. The Giants' offensive line has struggled with injuries, especially at the tackle position. Andrew Thomas, their franchise left tackle, has been a bright spot, earning Pro Bowl honors in 2022 and 2023, but the right tackle and interior line have been inconsistent. The addition of a player like Trent Williams would not only fix their left tackle position, but also bring veteran leadership and elite skill to the entire line. It would allow the Giants to implement more complex protections and run schemes, giving Daniel Jones the confidence to operate and Saquon Barkley room to run. Hash player profiles and impact analysis. Trent Williams **. As previously mentioned, Williams is a 7-time Pro Bowler and an 11-time All-Pro selection. His career PFF grade has been consistently over 90, and last season he posted a 94.8 grade, which underscores his dominance. Williams is known for his exceptional pass protection, footwork, and ability to handle elite edge rushers. His size, 6'5", 320 pounds, and athleticism allow him to maintain blocks against the fastest defenders in the league. His leadership and veteran presence are invaluable, especially for a team seeking to establish a more disciplined and resilient offensive line. Daniel Jones *. The Giants' quarterback has shown significant improvement in his decision-making and mobility under Brian Daboll's system. However, his development has been hindered by poor pass protection, which has forced him into uncomfortable situations and increased turnovers. If Williams joins the team, Jones would have more time to read the field, allowing him to unlock deeper passing options and execute play-action passes more effectively. Improving pass protection could also help Jones reduce his sack rate, which was 45 in 2022 and likely similar or worse in 2023. Saquon Barkley, the star running back, has been a cornerstone of the Giants' offense when healthy. In 2022, Barkley rushed for 312 yards and 10 touchdowns, along with 57 receptions for 338 yards. His explosiveness is a critical factor in the Giants' offensive identity. An improved offensive line with better run blocking would allow Barkley to find more lanes and maximize his yards per carry, which was 4.6 in 2022. The addition of a top-tier tackle like Williams would likely boost those numbers even further, perhaps pushing his yards per carry closer to 5.0 or more. #The Giants. Recent draft history and cap management. The Giants have been active in the draft over the past few years, selecting players like Andrew Thomas, Dexter Lawrence, and Evan Neal, hoping to build a strong foundation for the future. Neal, a first-round pick in 2022, has shown flashes of potential, but has also struggled with consistency. Neal's development will be crucial if the Giants want to solidify the right side of their line. Cap management has historically been a challenge for the Giants, especially with high-profile contracts and the need to rebuild a competitive team. Moving a first-round pick in 2026 to acquire Trent Williams signals a commitment to winning now, but it also means they need to be strategic in managing their cap space around this move. Williams's current cap hit is around $17 million, which is manageable considering his impact. The Giants will need to navigate their salary cap carefully, possibly restructuring contracts or releasing players to create room. #Expectations for the future. If the Giants successfully acquire Trent Williams, what can we expect in the upcoming seasons? First, the immediate impact should be felt in the short term. With a top-tier tackle protecting Daniel Jones's blind side, the offense will likely become more explosive and consistent. This could translate into a higher scoring average, better third-down efficiency, and more sustained drives. In the longer term, Williams's leadership could serve as a catalyst for young players like Evan Neal and the interior linemen to elevate their game. His experience in high-pressure situations, including multiple playoff runs with the 49ers, will bring invaluable leadership to the locker room. The NFC East itself is highly competitive, with the Dallas Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles, and Washington Commanders all looking to contend. The Eagles, reigning NFC champions, boast a formidable roster led by Jalen Hurts and a dominant defense. The Cowboys have one of the best defenses in the league and an improving offense led by Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. The Commanders have a solid defense and a promising young quarterback in Sam Howell. In this context, the Giants need every advantage they can get, and upgrading their offensive line with a player of Williams's caliber could be the key to breaking through and making a serious playoff run. Deep analytical breakdown of the likely impact. Let's analyze this move from a more granular perspective. Protection for Daniel Jones *. Currently, Daniel Jones is under significant pressure, which has led to 45 sacks in 2022 and likely similar in 2023. With Williams, projections suggest a potential reduction of up to 20 sacks, which would significantly improve his ability to operate within the pocket and reduce turnovers caused by rushed throws. Run game optimization ***. Saquon Barkley's yards per carry have been solid, but the offensive line's run blocking has been inconsistent. Williams' elite run-blocking grades, averaging above 90 in recent seasons, would open more lanes, increasing Barkley's effectiveness and boosting the Giants' overall rushing efficiency. Play action and passing game asterisk. With better protection, Daniel Jones can better utilize play-action passes, which are crucial for exploiting defenses. This could lead to more deep shots downfield, increasing the team's explosive play percentage. Psychological and leadership boost asterisk. Williams' presence in the locker room and on the field provides a veteran leadership that can elevate the team's mental toughness. This intangible factor could be pivotal in close games and playoff atmospheres. The 49ers perspective and Cap strategy. On the flip side, the 49ers are in a strategic position. They finished 10-7 in 2025, earning a playoff berth but facing cap challenges. Moving Williams helps them clear approximately $25 million in cap space, which they can reinvest in their roster or the draft. They are also developing young offensive linemen like Spencer Burford and Nick Zakelj, but the veteran presence of Williams provides stability and leadership. The 49ers offense has seen a slight decline this season, with a 12% increase in sacks allowed and a reduction of about 15 rushing yards per game. This move could be part of a broader strategy to reset their cap and rebuild their offensive front with younger talent over time. Long-term strategic implications for the Giants. The Giants' decision to pursue Williams indicates a shift toward a win-now mentality. This move aligns with their recent draft and free agent strategies, where they've prioritized adding competitive veteran talent. The addition of Williams could serve as a cornerstone for their offensive rebuild, setting a foundation for sustained success. Furthermore, this move could influence their draft strategy moving forward. With an improved offensive line, the Giants might focus on adding skill position players or defensive pieces in upcoming drafts, knowing that their offensive line is now a strength rather than a weakness. The broader NFC East context. The NFC East has historically been one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL, with a mix of storied franchises and recent resurgence teams. The Eagles have set a high bar with their Super Bowl LVII victory and a roster loaded with talent. The Cowboys have a top-tier defense and a balanced offense led by Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. The Commanders are rebuilding, but possess a solid defense and a promising quarterback in Sam Howell. For the Giants, making a bold move like acquiring Trent Williams could be their way of signaling they're serious contenders. If they can bolster their offensive line, they will be better equipped to challenge these rivals, especially in close division games. The NFC East's competitiveness hinges on consistent offensive line play, and this move could tilt the balance. Player-specific deep dives. Daniel Jones asterisk. As the quarterback of the Giants, Jones's development has been a roller coaster. His mobility and decision-making improved under Brian Daboll, but his sack rate and turnovers have been issues. With Williams protecting his blind side, Jones could regain confidence and play more aggressively, which is essential for unlocking the full potential of the Giants' offense. Saquon Barkley. Coming off an injury-plagued 2022 season, Barkley still managed to rush for over 10 yards. His explosiveness is a key weapon, but the inconsistency of the line has limited his production. An upgrade with Williams could see Barkley increase his yards per carry from around 4.6 to over 5.0, and potentially reach or surpass 500 rushing yards. Evan Neal. The Giants' 2022 first-round pick has shown flashes of elite talent, but has struggled with consistency and penalties. Williams' veteran presence could serve as a mentorship for Neal, helping him develop into a reliable starter and anchoring the right side of the line. Andrew Thomas asterisk. The cornerstone left tackle has been a Pro Bowler and All-Pro candidate, but his health and consistency have been tested. With Williams on the other side, the Giants could have one of the league's best tackle duos, providing exceptional pass protection and run blocking. Potential challenges and risks. While the move seems advantageous, there are risks involved. Cap and financial flexibility. Trading a first-round pick in 2026 could limit draft flexibility and long-term roster building. The Giants will need to manage cap space carefully to avoid future cap crunches. Injury risks asterisk. Williams, despite his durability in recent years, is 37 and has a history of injuries earlier in his career. The Giants need to consider his health status and whether he can sustain a full season. Team chemistry. Integrating a veteran of Williams' stature requires adjustments in team chemistry and locker room dynamics. The coaching staff must ensure that his leadership is effectively leveraged. Trade compensation. The Giants will need to ensure that the trade compensation reflects Williams' value, considering his age and injury history. Overpaying could backfire if he doesn't perform at peak levels. Final outlook and future expectations. If the Giants pull off this deal, they position themselves as immediate contenders in the NFC. Their offensive line, which has been a glaring weakness, would be transformed into a strength, and that alone could elevate their entire team performance. The impact on Daniel Jones's development, Saquon Barkley's explosiveness, and the overall team confidence cannot be overstated. Looking ahead, this move also signals a broader organizational philosophy, prioritizing winning now, leveraging veteran talent, and making bold moves. The Giants' front office is clearly targeting a quick turnaround, aiming to return to the playoffs and possibly contend for a Super Bowl within the next 2 seasons. In the long run, if Williams stays healthy and continues to perform at an elite level, he could be remembered as one of the best acquisitions in Giants history, rivaling iconic tackles like Dave Diehl and Kareem McKenzie. His leadership and dominance could inspire the next generation of Giants linemen, fostering a culture of toughness and resilience. Concluding remarks. So, Giants fans, gear up. The potential acquisition of Trent Williams could be the defining move of this franchise's current era. It's a bold, strategic gamble that, if successful, could propel the Giants back to the top of the NFC and beyond. It's about more than just one player. It's about reshaping the identity of the team, establishing a formidable offensive line, and setting the stage for sustained success. Keep your eyes peeled. This story is developing, and if it materializes, it will be one for the ages. The Giants are on the cusp of a new chapter, and with Williams in the fold, the future looks brighter than ever. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's hope this blockbuster deal becomes a reality. The road to Super Bowl greatness might just have taken a giant leap forward. Character count after expansion. 599 characters.